Welcome to the 2024-25 school year. Let's go over the presentation. First, we'll take a look at our theme for the year. Then, go over our beginning of the year expectations, the more you know. After this yearly overview, we'll begin to dig into our work for this year, including a review of our 5-year plan and this year's expectations on one page. We'll continue by talking about the Lit Cadre Year 2 math and STEM work for this year, and finish by talking about our character education and organizational processes for the year, PLCs and MTSS. Let's get started. Each year, it's always a challenge to come up with some acronym for education. There are a million of them, as you all know. We've had a couple already, twisting a couple years ago, and last year we embarked on a new school year. This year has an Italian angle, but no acronym. The challenge will be learning to pronounce the name, but you can do that behind the scenes. The word this year is sprezzatura. Let's take a closer look.
On the ball again, I'm riding for a fall again. I'm gonna give my all again. I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance. I'm taking a chance.
You may be asking yourself, why was Meyer on a gondola, and what is he wearing? I may be asking myself the same question. It's an idea. It's part of a theme for the year. This year, that theme is sprezzatura. Teaching is an art, and most of art is in the disguising of the work. This summer, I was watching a movie about the history of the Pop-Tart on Netflix, not the real history. And that movie was done by comedian Jerry Seinfeld. He talked in an interview I saw before the release of the movie about something that he had learned from his friend Tony Bennett, an Italian singer. Tony Bennett used an Italian word called sprezzatura. Sprezzatura means to put a tremendous amount of effort into looking like you don't even give it a thought. Don't let them see that you worked at this. I then read a book, Sprezzatura, 50 Ways Italian Genius Shaped the World. It's an engaging exploration of the profound impact that Italian culture, innovation, and intellect had on the world. It highlights 50 distinct contributions from Italy, spanning various fields such as art, science, literature, politics, and my favorite, cuisine. I also learned that the word first appeared in 1528, where it was defined by the author as a certain nonchalance so as to conceal all art and make whatever one does or says appear to be without effort. Each chapter focuses on a specific achievement or figure, ranging from the Renaissance masterpieces of Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, or the revolutionary scientific work of Galileo. The book also delves into the banking of the Medici, creation of the opera, and the influence of Italian fashion and design. The narrative underscores how the innovators combined technical skill with a flair for elegance and style and shaped global culture in ways both subtle and profound. How does this word that I had to ask Google to pronounce relate to Winslow? Well, it's the behind-the-scenes work. I'm amazed every day at the studied nonchalance I see, the fun that classrooms are capable of while never losing focus on the aim of helping our students reach their potential. I'd like us to continue to improve this year, especially on the work we do behind the scenes, the time it takes to pick out Kagan structures and collaborative conversations that fit into lessons seamlessly, the ways that we begin to integrate STEM throughout the curriculum, our time spent collaborating in professional learning communities, and our continued focus on the science of reading. The hope is, if you put forth a tremendous effort on these, and all that we do behind the scenes will continue to have a great impact on our students and community. Sprezzatura is shorthand for making that all look easy. Thank you for all that you do for the school and all that you will do this year.
On the ball again, I'm riding for a fall again. I'm gonna give my all again. I'm taking a chance.
Our amazing office staff, counselor, nurse, and front office, Kristen and Susan, have a special welcome video for everyone as well.
What fun should they take it out of? I don't think I've got permission to play on the playground. My parents didn't fill out my harmony forms yet.
it's okay, guys. We'll find something else to do for fun. Come on.
Okay, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh. Hey, what about those field trips? Well, can you even go? I don't think I got papers turned in. My mom didn't get on Harmon like she's supposed to. I sure hope I can go, but I don't know. I know, and I've been thinking about school, and I really hope they haven't got those textbooks so we don't have to actually work this
that would be
year.
great.
I know. All right, ready? Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Look at them. Oh,
What happened?
They're fine.
How many fingers am I holding up? 2. I'm fine. She might have a concussion.
No, she's fine.
I'm okay, guys. Hey, I have a really good idea. Let's do a Kagan structure.
No.
We do this all the time. It's fun. It'll help our communication.
No.
Oh, I love it. Come on, everybody sit down. We're each going to get a chance to talk, okay? But we're all going to answer the same question. Let's say what we want to be when we grow up. Okay, Casey, you have 15 seconds to share what you want to be to grow up. And then we'll go down the line. All right, and go.
Okay, well, I really like helping people and taking the fun out of things and putting safety in there. So maybe I should be a school nurse.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
that makes sense.
All right. Okay, everybody give Casey a high five.
Oh, good job, Casey. Good job, Casey.
Susan, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, I love kids, and so I just want to be around kids all the time and play with them and just help them and do stuff. Oh,
Yes. Hey, Kristen, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I love to organize. I really love to organize. I love to pay bills. I love to pay bills. So maybe a secretary or a treasurer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that.
Oh,
High five.
oh, good job.
When I grow up, oh man, I don't even know what I want to be when I grow up. Maybe I could be like a counselor, and we could do fun games and stuff. And we could do things all the time.
Oh. Well, you know.
All right. Okay. See how much fun that was?
Okay, high five.
Ding. Ding.
Oh gosh, I think I hear the lunch bell. I hope they got the lunch count turned in so we have a lunch tray when we get in there.
I'm hungry.
I'm
Let's go.
starving.
The basics. In July, we asked Ms. McCandless and Ms. Aldridge to create a presentation regarding our policies and procedures. They jumped into the project full throttle, even planning celebrity cameos and amazing special effects. Their excitement was through the roof. Then I had to inform them once again that there was no budget, as in $0. You would think that Susan would have remembered this from the last 2 years, but she didn't, although I was met with a similar reaction. But they are troopers. Please enjoy the presentation they put together. The 2024-25 Policy Review. First up, do I need to read the handbook?
You see, the more you read, the more you know. The better you do in school, the better you do in life. That's a promise.
Sorry, but that's the best celebrity cameo we could do once again for $0. Rest in peace, Betty. We miss you. I should have switched this to Bob Newhart. I've been watching Newhart lately. This presentation covers the highlights, but be sure to go through the Winslow Teacher Drive one page and review the staff handbook for all the updates. Next up, recess safety.
Ollie, Ollie, 1, 2, 3.
John!
What's all the excitement?
Wakando! We can't find John. He was heading that way.
Oh no. Check that old refrigerator.
Thanks, Wakando.
Remember, never get in anything that could close up and trap you.
Like an old trunk or an abandoned refrigerator. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Aw, remember when the biggest danger was abandoned refrigerators? Such a simpler time. Let's talk about doors and playground updates. Wait until you see the next celebrity cameo. Requesting items from the office.
Requesting items from the office is really easy. We have whatever you want. We have papers, pencils, binders, chickens, padded room rentals, earplugs, tranquilizer darts, field trip forms to the Caribbean. You get the point. You can have whatever you want, whenever you want.
Remember, the office gets chaotic. Give yourself plenty of lead time and try to avoid the beginning and end of the day if possible. Be mindful of large copy or print jobs in the office. Bears.
Black bears weigh between 200 and 500 pounds. Brown bears weigh between 300 and over 1,000 pounds. Black bears run away from you. Brown bears run at you. When attacked by a bear, simply lie still on the ground and cover your face and head with your hands. When the bear is finished batting you around and mauling you, contact the U.S. Forest Service.
Think that's a long shot? Well, the odds of a bear roaming the school halls can't be any less than a water pipe breaking the day before open house or a global pandemic shutting down the entire country, right? And now we're prepared for both. You're welcome. Let's prepare for anything this year. Calling in for a sub or posting attendance.
The more you know about kids, the more you know that what you do affects what they do. You have a bad day, they have a bad day. You don't submit your attendance, they don't show up for school. You don't turn in your lunch count, they get a cheese sandwich. Some things may not seem like a big deal, but what is a big deal is not having a sub for your classroom. You not calling the sub line could leave your students feeling abandoned, brokenhearted, alone in their classroom with no one to listen to their stories. They'll shut the door and no one will know they're alone until time for recess. Because of course they covered for you when the office called looking for the lunch count. So, don't leave your students sad, hungry, and abandoned. You know they need someone to be there for them. Be that person.
Please make sure to let the office know as soon as possible. Have a buddy teacher that will cover your class, and you can do the same should they need it until the office can get supervision arranged. Remember, this year, please turn in one emergency lesson plan to the office so that we can have that in case of an emergency. The nurse's office. Please check first before setting students out. The main office can also assist at times with students. If there's blood or other body fluid, please make sure to surface that information so we can get to it as soon as possible. Remember, Nurse Casey's job is mostly seasonal. The busiest times of the year are COVID season, cold season, flu season, and allergy season. So pretty much all the time.
Oh, there you go. Hey, check this out. Here's the situation. Say you out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You know, you're at school, you at a club or something, getting busy. All right, you're just having fun. Somebody steps up to you and they tell you they want to rumble. All right, now just stop for a second. Before you lose your head, get all crazy and toss your hands up, just think. The person that uses their head can always defeat the person that's just trying to use their hands. Now remember that, because the more you know.
Wait, I know that was blurry, but I'm pretty sure that was Will Smith giving you tips on how not to lose your cool and resort to using your hands. You see, you never know when you'll need these tips. I mean, he must have learned them because he's back in Bad Boys for Life, or whatever that new movie is. Okay, let's keep going. Duty to report, confidentiality. This responsibility is critical to ensuring the safety and well-being of children. Teachers, due to their daily interactions with students, are often in a unique position to observe signs of abuse or neglect. and are obligated to report these observations promptly and accurately. This legal duty aims to protect children from harm and ensure they've received necessary support and intervention. When in doubt, check with Miss Barley. Supervision.
When you employ active supervision, you're using a process for monitoring the classroom or any school setting that incorporates scanning, frequent and intentional visual sweep of all parts of the classroom. When you are scanning, frequently and intentionally look around at students. Visually sweep all areas of the room, as well as look directly at students near you. If you're working with an individual, position yourself so you can scan the entire room or get up and scan occasionally. Employing active supervision also includes moving, continuous random teacher movement throughout all parts of the classroom. When you are using movement, circulate among the students to supervise. Use continuous movement. Make use of proximity with students, and make your movements random or unpredictable. You can move close to non-compliant students, and it helps you demonstrate interest in what the students are doing. Use movement periodically even when you're providing individual or small group instruction. Effective teachers use body positioning purposefully. While instructing the class may mean going up front to get attention, you should move around when you're giving instruction. When you are circulating, keep moving. Employing active supervision also involves interacting with frequent and positive communication to encourage, reinforce, and correct. Interacting with your students while you are moving and scanning communicates that you care. It establishes trust and respect. It creates a positive climate and increases the likelihood that students will accept feedback when they need to. When you interact with a student, you can include pre-corrections. You can take the time to remind them of behavior expectations, and you can give periodic prompts to the whole group. Remember, address the student.
It's probably one of the most difficult aspects of the job. Ask questions. Does anyone have questions? The more you know, the more you know. Email, text, call, stop by, ask. We've used some humor here to help grab attention and help you remember the topics, but that doesn't mean we take the rules and regulations lightly. Let's all work hard behind the scenes to keep our students and ourselves safe and make this a great year. Let's continue now with some of the classroom expectations and talk about where we've been these past 3 years. We've come a long way in the past 3 years and made some real progress in our systems alignment. These successes include the LIT and STEM cadre work, MTSS, family-friendly, and standards-based grading work, just to name a few. We'll continue to work hard on these with lots of other exciting projects on the way. We have been using the teacher binder the past couple of years, and it's still there and already shared out. But this year, we have the teacher one page. This is all the essentials on one single page for you all to reference. Please take some time to familiarize yourself with the items on the page. The first things to hit will be the character education blitz, emergency lesson plan for the office, and master schedule. I've already sent out the big ideas sheet for the year. If anyone has questions, please reach out for help getting set up for the year. If you haven't in the past, take some time to look through the Graham Fletcher resources. The REACT tasks are something we'll be talking about throughout the year. Character education. Why the name change? Well, it's what we've been doing and it fits the school. There are some other things that have confused, I think, the public, and this aligns with our STEM curriculum and what the state is pushing for in employability skills. They use those two things interchangeably, character and employability. That's what we're going to be working on. The template stays the same, with one lesson related to our character trait each month, 2 Kagan structures to supplement and reinforce, and 1 time each month allocated to career exploration. This is a STEM certification requirement. That's on Zello or Major Clarity. Remember, as a part of the Kagan structures and any group work, we're always thinking about PIES, that acronym. It ensures that students are held accountable for their learning and for helping each other learn. Please be mindful of that when using group work or Kagan structures. MTSS. In the Teacher 1 page, there's a new referral and link for this year's MTSS sheet. Please familiarize yourself with those items. We'll begin interventions as soon as possible, utilizing a mix of scientifically based and targeted interventions. If you need assistance with interventions for students in your classroom who do not qualify for RTI, please reach out. Hitting our growth targets is the goal for each and every student. PLCs. These are our fulcrum for collaborative change. We saw tremendous progress in these last year. We'll continue with some slight adjustments. We'll meet one time per week for a full prep period. The focus should be on the 4 questions and serve as a planning time. There are more details in the PLC overview document in the Teacher 1 page. STEM certification year 3. Can you believe we've been slowly working on this for 3 years? We'll continue this year with a focus on pushing next towards certification. That process will begin in earnest next fall, but we'll lay the groundwork this year. The big things to know this year will be monthly meetings for the STEM leadership team. The notes will be linked in that 1 page. Create to Think and Project Lead the Way as curriculum, and teachers responsible for 1 STEM unit, a certification requirement before the year is over. Lit Cadre Year 2. We did amazing things with Haggerty Phonemic Awareness and UFly Phonics last year. This year, we'll continue with those elements and begin to work on language comprehension. This will include vocabulary, writing, and background knowledge. I also didn't scare away Miss Ali last year, so she'll be back coaching. Everyone K through 3, and maybe even more, will participate in student-centered coaching. You're professionals. You choose how to help your students with the support of our wonderful, wonderful coach. Let's get after it. And remember, Sprezzatura.